Angry Old Hoops, joined by Steam Engine, also known as Not Richard Jefferson. Which one are you going
That's not official. That's not official.
to?
No.
You're abandoning that?
That's why I'm growing out the beard. I can't keep walking around looking like a turtle for the rest of my life. Shout out to Richard Jefferson, though.
Why? Why?
You know what? He's funny on the mic. I will say that. He is entertaining to listen to when he's not, slobbing the Lakers knob.
He slobs a lot. Speaking of slobbing, I got a complaint.
Smooth segue.
I got to complain about what I was hearing on television last night as the Warriors were blowing out the Lakers. Just so everyone knows what this episode is about, we're gonna look at some of the recent awful coaching breakdowns of Bronny James. So that's the core of the content. But I know a lot of you out there are frustrated with what's happening in the league and what's recently happened. So here, this is us being in pain with you. Last night, I was watching, and I turned it off at halftime because it was endless compliments for the three people who deserved the most scrutiny. And it was Warriors versus Lakers. If you had to guess, who do you think that those three people are?
Bronny, LeBron, AD. No. LeBron twice, and then Bronny.
LeBron didn't play, which throws that off. Otherwise,
that doesn't matter.
That's true. But when I was watching, they were complimenting the hell out of Draymond. They were complimenting the hell out of Bronny. They were complimenting the hell out of JJ Redick.
You said Draymond?
They were complimenting Draymond.
Why? For what?
Well, that's a good question. And here's the answer. Those are all clutch clients. It's just clutch people. Hey, make sure you talk about these people. What has JJ Redick done to deserve compliments as a coach thus far?
What's he done to become a coach at all?
Yeah. I don't want to go down that path, though, because other people have been given those opportunities and we'll get lost and all that. But
yeah. But just for context, I mean, he's
sure.
It's going to be crazy if they finish this season with a losing record. And he keeps his job, but Darvin Ham didn't. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what it looks like at the All-Star break.
And I don't understand the Warriors. They didn't make the playoffs last year. They haven't made any real moves in the last few seasons. They should have had been in better position lottery wise. So I don't understand why they couldn't do better drafting. While the Lakers have had to recover from the bad moves LeBron forced them to make, and in the process of recovering from those bad decisions forced on them by LeBron, they had to give away all these different draft picks. They made the playoffs last year, and yet here they are getting 2 draft picks, including Dalton Knecht in 17 and then Bronny at 55. The only thing the Warriors got last year was 52. And I'm admittedly, I don't get deep into all the rules with all that, but it seems like everything points to if anyone should have had less ability to draft, it would have been the Lakers. I'm just mad because Dalton Knecht's obviously great, and the Warriors are still floundering. They beat the shit out of the Lakers last night, but I don't know if
right. When did you guys sign that extension for Draymond? Was that last season?
I feel like they do it every year.
Because I was listening the other day that Kuminga is trying, he's trying to get an extension, but they're having a hard time agreeing to it. But I'm like, this dude averaged 19 points a game last season, I think. Why? And what's Draymond doing? Why is this happening? Kuminga's the future of that team probably, and they're wavering.
I don't know, man.
But Steve Kerr he's indoctrinated now. Knecht is already indoctrinated. If you hear him speak, he sounds like an automaton, like a robot. Every other word is, shout out to my teammates. LeBron, AD, shout out to my teammates. I shot the ball. Not one, and I don't know, it sounds like hate, but it's more like professional observation. Not one complete thought that seemed independent. It all seemed like talking points.
And I'm not finding any highlights of Quentin Post, the draftee the draft that the Warriors did get. I mean, I'm not. I searched. Like, is he not any good?
I guess not. Well, no, I guess not. But also, you don't see a lot of highlights that aren't, Bronny
Exactly.
anymore.
Yeah, and this morning when I was looking on YouTube, of course, the highlight thumbnails showed Bronny representing the Lakers.
Right. And he didn't even have the highest output on the team. It was Quincy, right?
I guess, like I said,
I'm pretty sure it was Quincy for that game. And again, they lost by 60, which is really, really getting lost in the sauce here. I know it's the last game of the preseason. 60 points for the GOAT is laughable. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing here? Why isn't anybody talking about this?
Well, that's significant because obviously Bronny ended up getting some points, more than his normal 0 per game. And I'm assuming that it was just beyond garbage time stuff at the end because he wasn't doing much when I had the game on. So when I look at Bronny playing, I feel like it's when the adults are on the court and somebody brought their kid and they decide, okay, we'll let the kid on. And everybody's like, take it easy, just let him learn how to dribble. You don't need to try and steal the ball from him. Give him the lane, give him an open shot. He's just learning. And I'm seeing this in professional basketball. I'm seeing this on a professional basketball court.
I want to feel bad for him because he was obviously forced into this position. I'd imagine some kind of scenario where maybe like LeBron James is holding his friends hostage and he says, you better play these games, otherwise I'm shipping you and your friends to China to make my shoes. I think I want to feel bad for him, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Do you feel like he should be openly acknowledging that he's not ready? Because he's clearly not. And it's almost a disservice for him not to acknowledge that? Or do you think I'm reaching?
He's not saying anything, so it's hard for me to answer that. Like, apparently he has a clause that allows him not to deal with the media.
What?
Well, I talked about that in that short I did the other day. LeBron told the media to go talk to Bronny, and I'm like, they can't. Well, where is he? That's a cop out. Where is he?
That's insane. I didn't know that. Wow, 4-year guaranteed contract with a clause that says you don't have to talk to the.
I don't know
if you don't want to.
I don't know about the clause, but I asked that question, and some people comments said that exists. But all I know is clause or no clause. I don't see Bronny talking to anybody.
No. Even on the court, you don't see him communicating with his own team, let alone anybody else on the court. It is like bringing your little brother to the game. He looks scared. He looks out of position. But again, those are natural things for a rookie that is regularly touted as a rookie, not the second coming.
Now, one guy got out of line and picked on poor little brother on the court and tried to block him. I've got my last pain point because I haven't done a video on it. I'm on the road. So sorry, guys. Poor output from me. But we'll talk about it here on the show because I know you're feeling my pain when Kevin Durant blocked the living shit out of him and they called a foul on Durant. And adding to the suffering was hearing Reggie Miller's commentary.
You see the body down low by Kevin Durant rotating over on Bronny James here. It's going to send him to the line for a couple free throws.
Saying, oh, there it is. You see Durant touching him on the lower half of the body, which I think came after Durant was already blocking the ball. But either way, just the things that they change. The next time they'll be like, "What do you want him to do? Get out of the way!" Like they want like they want the hardcore basketball back, but when it's a clutch sports client trying to make a bucket, they're like, oh, I think that their jerseys brushed each other. That's definitely a foul.
Reggie Miller is so goddamn disgusting.
I thought he
It's
might.
like
I think he had to pay for his sins because remember he had something that could have slightly been considered a criticism at the end of last season. Like, oh God, I should be able to quote it if I'm going to bring it up. But everybody was like,
it against LeBron or the Lakers?
it was like, they were like, he didn't say LeBron's name. It was like, some of these guys out there today aren't leading by example. And
I
like,
remember that.
who else could that mean but LeBron?
He's a bitch. Like I'm 100. Like you know how you say you're 100% confident that you could. You either said you could punch LeBron James and not worry about retaliation. I feel like, or that you could beat him. I'm 110% sure I could knock Reggie Miller out. He's so irritating to me.
LeBron's different than the other people I say I want to punch. LeBron is the guy who won't show up. LeBron is the guy who says, "Oh yeah, I'm going to whip your ass," and then isn't at the fight.
Yeah, he'll tweet that he's in. Oh, I had to go to Dubai. I forgot.
Hey, you want to do this awful coaching?
This would be like my second time watching him, and I know he goes on his little tirade, so I'm ready for it. He gets pissed. I love it.
We should have probably smoked. He's entertaining.
I am drinking, and I plan on going on a trip here in about an hour, so we will see. I will also be traveling, sir. The astral plane, maybe.
Oh boy, that sounds like some powerful weed.
What else are you supposed to? What other kind of weed are you supposed to deal with?
I don't know, but you're the people that are tearing this country apart.
Yeah, us people. Go ahead. Step out on that ledge. Talk about us people. Go ahead.
Wait a minute. Am I a Republican or a Democrat? Because I saw.
I thought you meant black people.
I know. Or which is harder on black people? Because depending on the ad campaign you watch.
Both. We should have just voted for Kanye West, man. Looking back on it, we might as well have.
All right, we're spiraling. Let me put this up on the screen.
We are spiraling.
And I'll pause it occasionally to add some of our own commentary to it. Here we go.
Okay, cool. I was going to say we can speak as it's going on.
Bronny James is the worst player in the NBA by far. This is his first offensive possession. Let's first note the possession just started. 17 on the clock. Let's also note Bronny James is a 0% three-point shooter in preseason. 0%. Oh, and you have maybe the best defensive player in the NBA guarding you in Draymond Green. Could we at least have Jackson Hayes come set a ball screen right here so that Trace Jackson Davis, if they switch this, now I've got Trace Jackson Davis a center on me and maybe I can take him off the dribble. Nope, let's just catch, let's just jack. 0% three-point shooter. First possession. I can't make this up! I can't make it up! The second possession he's in. There is a reason Draymond Green is standing in the paint right now. You can't shoot. You don't shoot 1% from three. You shoot 0% from three. So because Draymond Green's nowhere to be found, why can't I have a dribble handoff with Rui Hachimura here and actually screen Steph Curry? He's going to have to go under, and Rui Hachimura is going to be open for three. Nope, 0% three-point shooter right here on the second possession, rising and firing. Clank, clank, clank. Defensively, just in the clouds. Trace Jackson Davis setting a flare screen. Jackson Hayes does a good job communicating. Flare, flare, flare. And you get up and over the top of the screen. So I'm chasing over the top of this flare screen. And the dribble's picked up. The only thing I'm worried about is sprinting to Andrew Wiggins. You got over the top of the flare screen. What is Bronny James doing? Where is he going? Where's he going?
Oh, gosh.
Late to close out, 3-shot foul. This is just effort. You are leaving your teammates out to dry here. Spread, pick, and roll. You're on the roller side. I have to lift hard to the top of the key. Sprint to the top of the key. And lift. Get out of the corner. He's walking. Steph Curry right now has to make a decision. If I lift to the top of the key hard, either Steph Curry goes with me, and that leaves Dalton Connect in the corner. Or he stays with Dalton Connect, and I'm wide open. But Bronny James is walking, like he always does.
That's so true, man. It's crazy that they talk about just give the guy a chance, and the guy is walking on the court. Like, how many people have talked about how he doesn't really look like he wants to be there?
I mean, I think it's safe to say he doesn't want to be there. He gives no effort. I shouldn't say no effort. There's like no positive energy coming from him. It's just going through the motions.
He looks like a guy that got a guaranteed contract and millions of dollars already. I mean, I hate to say it. It's like that should motivate you. You'd be like, wow, I'm so thankful. I'm going to work my ass off. But there's the new way of, well, I already got it. Why should I work hard unless you give me bonus money, which is what today's NBA players basically are teaching everybody.
Well, everyone's been bringing up LeVar Ball and how he was right about Bronny James.
I did a video on
a while ago. And he is,
Yeah, but LeVar sort of like passed a little bit of blame, like that Bronny didn't turn out well because of too high of expectations. I'm like, well, you know what? If your dad would have kept his mouth shut, I wouldn't have thought about Bronny at all. I would not have thought. I never thought about Michael Jordan's kids once. It didn't even enter my mind. I didn't care if they sucked or if they were great. I didn't even think about them existing because Michael wasn't talking about them.
I mean, this is clearly more about LeBron and cementing his legacy. That's obvious. He has a film crew following him around. My theory is he's going to retire next year because it's his 23rd season and he's number 23 and blah, blah, blah. I think he's going to retire because it's a branding thing, one more thing to deter from Jordan being 23.
Yeah.
But also, he talks about how he's a family man, right? Mm-hmm. How much time were you actually spending with your son teaching him how to play basketball? Mm-hmm. If this is the case, because, you talk about your work ethic all the time and you talk about your training, yet the only time we see that take place is on the clips that you post on social media.
Right.
Not the Lakers, not the Cavs, not the Heat. It's always clips that you post with you doing weird, awkward hip thrusts in squats in bad form with everything and talking about all this Iron Man shit. But you never see him put in the work. So, and especially amid all these steroid, kind of stories, you'd think that he'd be smarter about it and show himself, working towards his goals. But he's not. I don't know. I mean, he's dumb. He's just dumb. He's a stupid person.
You mentioned, why, maybe he should have spent more time with his son, training him or whatever. But Bronny actually mirrors a lot of the things that are wrong with LeBron. And I just wish awful coaching would be consistent. The only criticism I have about awful coaching is that he's a little bit too kind to LeBron.
I've never seen his LeBron takes, but I remember you saying he's LeBron number one guy.
No, I didn't say that, but he complimented LeBron's defense, and that's suspect. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Now I'm not lifting to the top of the key right here. I should be right there at the top of the key, ready to receive that pass. Wide open three, or you can get in the lane, do something. But no, you walked. So you're letting Steph Curry guard both you and Dalton Connect right now. D'Angelo Russell, where's he going to go with the ball here? Turnover. Guess who's walking in transition? How many layups in the preseason does Bronny just choose to not get? Moses Moody is coming to the middle of the floor, not paying attention. That defender's going to have to come and take the ball. If Bronny James sprints, which he never, ever does, this is a layup. Why is he not sprinting? Why? Moses Moody's not looking at you. He's going to the middle of the floor. You're walking. Get layups. Layups.
That's difficult.
Lakers ball handler collapses the defense by beating his man off the dribble. Bronny James with a nice pump and go drive. This big is stepping up to help you. You know the help comes from somewhere. I'm not finishing over a center when I don't have to. Why is this not a drop-off pass? Why are we not making one more for a dunk? Drop that off. Drop that off. You're trying to finish over a 7-footer for no. Drop it off.
Amen. Look, I mean, you probably could drop it off both directions if you look at the screen.
If Connect cuts, yeah, you got two guys there in the paint.
Nothing.
Bronny James in the corner. He is shooting 0% from three. 0%. Not 4%. 0%. This defender, for God knows what reason, is closing out hard and leaving his feet. Stop shooting! Stop! Pump and go drive into the lane.
Do you think that one of the advantages of having JJ Redick there is that he is on the sideline saying, shoot, buddy, shoot until you feel it. I don't care if we lose. My job as LeBron's appointed coach is to make sure that you at some point in time finally make a bucket.
I wouldn't be shocked if JJ Redick was that vocal and honest in front of the rest of the team.
Jesus.
I don't know when, because when was it decided that Bronny was going to be this 3-point specialist? Because he took a lot of threes, relatively speaking.
Nobody's ever given him a
That's what I'm
compliment
saying.
of that sort. If anything, they said maybe his defense and some athleticism.
They were comparing him to Drew Holiday, for Christ's sake.
And
it's like
he's being lazy ass LeBron. Go take a nap in the corner. I'm like, LeBron, and the excuse that LeBron fans use for LeBron is that, well, he's 40. And okay, Bronny's 20 and supposedly trying to prove himself. And he's acting like his 40-year-old father.
I'm catching myself getting frustrated. I got to tell you, D'Angelo Russell and Rui Hachimura, I would not be surprised if they completely if they're completely disinterested this season.
Oh yeah, but how
D'Angelo Russell is a monster of an offensive player.
Oh, and I say all the time, I wish the Warriors had him.
Oh, but again, his play is deterred from a certain person that just slows the offense. And you have Anthony Davis, who, when healthy, is a top 3 player in the league, who puts up big numbers. But yet they're the problem. I don't. It's interesting.
You know how we hypothesize that Draymond Green was put as the cancer inside the Warriors to make sure Steph doesn't get more rings than LeBron.
The mole.
LeBron is like the cancer in the Lakers to make sure they don't become successful.
He's like the cancer of the NBA, if you really, really think about it. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when he tries to own a team and they have to get all the confirmation from the other owners. No one, he's going to get blackballed as soon as he's not profitable.
No, he won't.
I think he will.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, is he allowed to continue to jack and jack and jack and jack? Bronny James. Now, some of this is coaching because the same mistakes happen over and over again. Is anyone looking at film with this kid? Bronny James could be a useful NBA player if he just learned to do stuff like this. The defender beats his man off the dribble. You're shooting 0% from 3. 0. You see your man coming to help right here. What? Now, this ends up being a foul. Why is Bronny James standing in the corner? Why are you not cutting hard for a layup on a drop-off pass? Why? You shoot 0% from 3. What, are they going to kick it to you? Cut for a layup. You stand. It's insane.
This is what basketball has become. and people want to blame Steph Curry for it. You can't blame one person for this. This is what happens. I see this and I get frustrated. I think about why I don't really bother with pickup games anymore, because I obviously played basketball with people who knew how to play basketball. They cut and they moved, and everybody just hangs out at the perimeter watching one person do one-on-one basketball until they kick it out. Like, this is reminding me of why basketball sucks. Why isn't he should be cutting it? It should be a beautiful basketball play where this guy makes a nice, beautiful dish while both defenders are in the air and Bronny finishes with a dunk. Nope. Lazy ass modern NBA. I'm gonna just stand here on the sideline. Wow, that's fun to watch.
He even, called it out. You're not a shooter. You're 0%. So that does go back to coaching. Why is JJ Redick? Why are you allowing him to continue to do this, other than the fact that you're part of the problem? But if this was any other player, any other team, they'd be like, go sit your ass down and finish growing your beard out.
And he's one of like 17 at this point, including normal field goals. So guess what? Go get yourself a dunk. Get yourself going. I mean, isn't that an argument too?
Layup. Stop.
Go get yourself a layup before you try another three-pointer.
They're fucking involved.
They tell normal players that are actually good shooters when they're cold, well, go get yourself a layup.
Right. Or get to the free throw line.
Nah, I'm a 20-year-old undeserving millionaire. I think I'll watch the game from the sideline like my dad does while I'm actually in the game.
Maddening! Cut! There is no effort in transition on either end of the floor. He refuses to sprint to get layups. Here defensively in transition. The ball is at the wing. Why are you not sprinting back to the three-point line? Sprint back to the three-point line. I'm sprinting. I'm getting my back turned right at the three-point line. I'm in the gaps. And guess what? I'm seeing ball, and I'm seeing my man who's trailing the play. Look at Bronny James. Walking, isn't in the gaps, has his back now turned to his own man right here, walking, you're not even seeing what your man's doing. Moses Moody, grab and go for two.
Jesus.
I
thought Bronny was athletic. I mean, what the hell was that? He didn't look cool or anything.
When did they say he was athletic? I thought
that was what they resorted to when trying to say that he was NBA caliber, even though there wasn't a single other thing in his game to point to. His athletic. I'm remembering the entire summer of excuses for drafting Bronny, and that's what I can remember.
People get whether people really confuse, objective and subjective, right? Literally anybody else in the league, in any league on the planet, I'm telling you, played like this, it's not even a thing. I can't even imagine it taking place.
LeBron plays like this and gets away with it, though. So that's the
But you know what? It's going to sound like I'm giving LeBron props, but it's more like an anti-NBA thing. At least he has a history of what we call success now. Bronny's brand new with no established winning history at all. And that's not a knock against him. That's a fact.
Except that they're still declaring LeBron James as one of the top players in the NBA. They're not even satisfied with saying, oh, he used to be good. They're still trying to tell people that he's a top 10, top 5 player. Go.
Well, you know what I'm noticing? I'm going to see if you pick up on this, but being such a Warriors fan, I'm noticing when they start to talk about LeBron now and how he's slipping, they also mention Steph Curry almost every time.
Oh, boy.
It's never just LeBron independently. It's always, we got these older guys, LeBron and Steph, and their games are calming down a little bit. Never once is it just LeBron. I'll be curious to see if you see that continue.
Boy, I tell you what, I still think Steph Curry is working his ass off.
He played out of his mind last year.
Look, man, it's a love-hate for me. Like, just the fact that we still have Draymond Green, I pretty much every day think about just burning all my Warrior gear.
He's Oh, he's gross too.
That's-
And Steph, I wish he was a little bit more publicly argumentative against this whole him and LeBron being buddy buddy and their journey together and all this bullshit, because that doesn't seem organic to me. Like, it just seems like because it's not like they're dueling back and forth, right? It's just another thing to make it's just another narration.
And LeBron was even douchey during their matchups. I mean,
Yeah.
like he got that one block on Curry when he was a help defender.
And the ugliest face ever.
Yeah, and had the nerve to like act all tough about it. I'm like, you're 6'9" and you were the help defender, dude. And the refs have been helping you out the entire game. The refs helped you get a ring you didn't deserve against these guys. And Steph Curry's supposed to be like, oh, it's such a great history me and LeBron have together. My ass. All right, let's finish off with coaching.
Does this keep happening? Like, some of this is coaching. Where's JJ on this ever? Why is Bronny James always open and trade? That defender's got to take the ball. Why is Bronny James not sprinting for a layup? Why? Score points. You refuse to score points. Sprint.
Holy shit, look at that. Look at that. I'm pointing with my finger. People can't see.
The ref can see it. The ref's even running like he's expecting him to cut. Look.
I'm young, athletic, and proving myself.
I'm just laughing because he said, where is JJ Redick ever? I
want to see all the people that said that Darvin Ham didn't look like he was coaching on the sideline. So show me the pictures of what it looks like when JJ Redick is coaching.
I'd love to see it.
Get a layup! What is he doing? Look at this.
Oh my God!
No one's gonna say anything in film the next day. Same mistake will happen in the next preseason game.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
And then, I mean, defensively, is there absolutely no knowledge on how to guard a down screen? You always, this is a cardinal rule. On a down screen, you chase over the top. Chase over the top. You're going up the gut. That is an open three.
Why do you go
every single time? This is garbage.
Go under a screen.
He inherited LeBron's basketball IQ doing shit like that.
Bronny James
Players used to get benched for shit like that.
Oh, I guess that was the whole one. That was all of that game. That's not the most. That's not the most recent Warriors game, but I also have the Phoenix game lined up. If you want to.
Oh, okay.
You want to sit through that one?
That's the Connect game, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it. No?
Is it?
Oh, wait. No. I don't remember. Shit.
Bronny James just destroys the Lakers every time he's on the floor. Here comes a dribble handoff with Gabe Vincent. Why is Bronny on the floor if he's not attacking and getting in the lane? Look at how late Bradley Beal's getting over here on this handoff. Look at Bronny. Why are you not getting in the lane? I could get in the lane.
Thank you.
Get in the lane. Maybe you draw help. Maybe that allows Jackson Hayes. Look at this. Get in the lane. A fan in the stands could get in the lane. Maybe this draws help, and then maybe Jackson Hayes is open on the lob. I don't know. Why are you passing here? What? The Lakers are in drop coverage here. Anthony Davis is stepping up on the ball. Bradley Beal's not getting this shot off. Why is Bronny James? Anthony Davis is stepping up here. Why is just get over the top of the screen and be able to guard? Why are you? Anthony Davis steps up. Why are you trying to get a block shot from behind and smacking Bradley Beal in the head? 2-shot foul. The Lakers run a pick and roll. Anthony Davis gets a guard switched onto him. Now, D'Angelo Russell, for whatever reason, isn't making this pass. He gets it to Bronny James. This pass has got to go down low right now. Like, what, a bounce pass? Get it over the top? I don't know.
That's terrible. That's terrible that Anthony Davis does not have the ball in his hands now. Right now.
So even taking a look at that, because he said, I don't know why D'Angelo made that pass. It's because it's Bronny, right? But you can also read by D'Angelo's body language that he didn't want to make that pass.
Yeah. No, it's like feed Bronny the ball. I've never
Right.
seen a shitty player be fed the ball so often.
In positions that aren't even advantageous
Oh, you know,
to his skill set.
I better get this out there to everybody that's talking about the fact that he scored 17 last night. So what does that boost his preseason average up to? 4 points a game? 3?
It's 4 points a game. And I had to round up for that.
It was all garbage points, just like what percent of his dad's points in the last few years pursuing the scoring title. It is the most disrespectful way to break anyone's record I've ever seen. LeBron getting these layups when nobody even gives a shit at the end of the games and crap like that. I'm sorry. It's hard not to go off on a tangent.
That whole thing was disgusting. And again, I've been using that word a lot today. And again, lying in the moment. He said during that game, "Oh, I don't know where I stand with the record. I don't know how many points I have, blah, blah, blah." Then they cut to a clip of him talking to his sons. Again, a manufactured moment. "Should I go for it now, guys?" And they're like, "Huh?" Like, are you talking to us? And then they're like, "Yeah, go for it, Dad." I'm like, yo, if they don't get this blue chips fucking Space Jam bullshit out of here, this isn't real. It's not real. And you know why I know it's not real? Because when Steph Curry broke the 3-point record, you didn't see him talking to his whole fucking family, talking about, should I do it now? Hey guys, wake up. It's probably 3 a.m. where they are calling him. Should I do it now? It's horrible. It makes me stutter. It's so manufactured. It's so fake. And then after he hit the bucket, we're celebrating. But I thought you didn't know how many points you had. Get the fuck out.
Ball down low. There's not enough time for you to be dancing around looking for other things. Anthony Davis has a guard on him. That ball's got to get down there. What is Bronny James doing? There's no time on the shot clock.
Oh, I didn't know he passed it back out. Oh my
and there's no time on the shot clock. There's no basketball IQ. There's no basketball IQ.
This is so basic. The Lakers are in drop coverage. Bronny, the roller's coming to your side and backside help. You must jam him as he comes through to knock him off his spot so Anthony Davis has time to get back to him. Bronny, you cannot not touch him here. Like, Anthony, I got to jam him right now. You don't touch him. Anthony Davis has no time to get back in the play. Bronny James can be a very, very useful NBA player if he would ever cut. Look at Anthony Davis. Now, again, he's got a guard switched on to him down low. Now the pass gets made. Bronny, Royce O'Neal, who's guarding you, is going to double. I must cut here. Must cut. Must cut. That's either a layup for me or I take Kevin Durant with me. Now Dalton connects wide open in the corner. But how is Bronny not cutting here? Look at this. You're letting Kevin Durant guard 2 Lakers players. It's just unbelievable and nothing. Bronny James is in backside help on this pick and roll, on this skip pass out. Please just get out and guard. Be ready to guard. Don't make...
You know how many times that resembles LeBron just kind of floating in no man's land and you're like, who are you guarding?
Playing that safety role.
Horrible gamble. So now Royce O'Neal's got it in the lane. Open catch and shoot 3. Bronny James again. Running the pick and roll with Anthony Davis. Again, Anthony Davis has a guard in Bradley Beal switched on to him. Why is Bronny James not pulling this dribble out and attacking the mismatch down low? That's the mismatch right there. Attack it down low. Why is Bronny James trying to create for himself? To do what?
Right.
Oh, God.
He's not. What are you doing? Where are you going?
By the way, this is the game that Dalton saved their asses. You're right.
Yeah. Okay.
Part of this is coaching too. Who's looking at film with Bronny? Like, these mistakes, this is coaching too.
What do we always ask? Do the Lakers look at film with LeBron James, like absolutely causing them to lose? Now we're
I
asking.
don't think he watches film at all, and I know that's a hot take. Oh, you want to hear another hot take I heard from Stephen A? Speaking of Connect, he said LeBron is going to be instrumental in Connect's success. How about that as a hot take?
Jesus God.
The leader of the team and the one who has the ball the most is going to be important in Connect's success. That's a hot take.
Here's a little flaw. Dalton went off when LeBron finally got out of the way.
Yeah. And look what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Look what happened.
But we said that all last season. Every single time LeBron sat out with his fake injuries or whatever his excuse for being afraid of like a good team, all of a sudden the Lakers showed us what they were capable of. I just, it's amazing to me how people don't want to see reality when it doesn't work in their favor. I mean, it's blatantly obvious how the chemistry changes when you take the cancer out.
Yeah.
Two tumors now. The Lakers have two cancerous tumors.
Are you saying Bronny's the second one, or are you saying JJ is? Because that would be 3.
Oh shit, you're right.
I don't know if I'm going to call Bronny a cancer just yet, because at least he's not openly a douchebag like those two dickheads are. But he's wavering.
Hey, listen, I'll introduce you to some really charming cancerous tumors. They're still cancerous.
Why do you know tumors? Like why?
My point is, I don't give a fuck what his personality is. If he's hurting your team, and he keeps playing, that's cancer.
All right. If you know sentient diseases, that's on you. I don't want to meet them.
That's a channel.
Really.
It'll blow your mind.
Well, and also, again, looking at D'Angelo Russell, there's no way he doesn't request a trade this season. There's no way.
Why would he wait until now? I mean, how long does it take him to understand what's happening? He got shat on all last season.
I think he's waiting and seeing what they're going to do with Bronny in terms of the G League. Because what if he goes to the G League and still plays like shit? That's a guaranteed contract.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm almost glad I didn't finish my financial breakdown of what LeBron's cost the Lakers, because now you're gonna be paying a kid who's in the G League. You're paying 2 coaches that aren't coaching the team right now. LeBron's making $50 million a year.
Oh,
all right, let's finish this. We keep spiraling.
Anthony Davis is going to set a ball screen. Bronny, get out of the way. Get to the weak side of the floor so your defender goes to the weak side of the floor and Anthony Davis has space to roll. What is Bronny James doing setting a cross screen here? So now when Anthony Davis comes off the screen, where's he rolling to? Bronny's defender is sitting and waiting. You're just clogging up space.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
Bronny James can be a good NBA player if he understands how to run pick and roll. The defender's always going under every ball screen with Bronny James. Every single one. So how do you counter this? Stop. Why is your dribble picked up? That player for the Lakers there is twisting to set a second screen.
Sorry, I have to because Gilbert, I mean, he's basically saying that anyone that has any ability whatsoever, as long as they know how to run a pick and roll, is NBA worthy. Which is also funny if you bring Gilbert Arenas into the mix, because he was like crapping on the pick and roll. It's like, whoa, that stupid pick and roll that John Stockton murdered him.
Right. Again, because I remember being the kid and just going to sleep during Jazz games. That was successful.
Pick and roll is
Hornacek was open all the time.
It's intelligent basketball.
Yeah.
It works.
Well, that's key word there, intelligent.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to be able to go under that second screen. Now you can come off it and get in the lane. The Suns are going to be in drop coverage with Bol, and that creates a 2-on-1. One ball screen's never going to get it done. They're going to go under, so we got to twist and set that second screen. But Bronny's not even looking. Not even trying to come off a second screen on the twist. It's just swinging it, and this is another wasted possession. Right. And then seconds later, the Lakers turn it over, of course. If you're Bronny James, you got to do something here. Like, why are we not trying to contest this layup? If you want to avoid a foul, then just get your hands up in the air and let the layup happen. You cannot just stand right under the player right here. That's a flagrant foul every time with no layup.
That's as worthless as he could have been. He could have hesitated and tried to swat it from behind. He could have blocked the lane. He just kind of took a nap in front of him.
It was actually kind of dangerous. It was kind of irresponsible.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, what
Well,
if that dude had gotten hurt?
Well, that guy did go down hard.
Right.
Ending spot.
Right.
Bronny James getting cooked off the dribble. You're going under this first screen. So once
Not possible because he's
Fight
athletic, fast, and young. How can he get
through the screen? But also, for perspective, this dude had a heart attack like a year ago. Why is he even playing?
Yeah. Oh, you're a hater.
I'm a hater. How many athletes have you ever heard of having a heart attack?
Let me tell you something.
Playing.
Give it 10 more years, and the NBA is just going to be full of diabetic people and heart attacks. Because we as fans demanding that the best of the best be on the floor is just like we're uncool. Like
you're gonna have a bunch of people out there in wheelchairs and prosthetic arms and legs, hard fouling each other. And that's no disrespect against them. I'm sure they'll play their hearts out. I'm sure they'll play harder than LeBron. That's where we'll be.
You should have never mentioned the wheelchair thing. I resisted because you know what? Those guys actually play really good.
I'm giving them credit. They hustle. They play.
They'll get down the court faster than Bronny will.
I think they would. I'm not exaggerating. Those
once we're under, we're just guarding the ball. Nick Richards is going to twist and set a second screen. We'll guard that screen when Gillespie comes off it. Look at Bronny James here. Just guard the ball. Instead, what are you doing? Leaning towards that second screen, getting blown by. This is going to force help. And a wide open corner three for Bull.
Ugh.
All of this stuff is so elementary. This is why I'm wondering, this is coaching too. Who's watching film with Bronny? Who's coaching this? The defender here does a great job getting in the gaps, getting this dribble picked up. Look at this. Look, can get in the gaps. Stunt, recover. Perfect. So Bronny James, this is the shell drill in a game. Bronny James, that you got to do it too. Up the line, just like that defender did. Stunt at the ball, get the dribble picked up, recover. Bronny James is going to the three-point line, not in the gaps, right to the rim for two. Just getting cooked off the dribble by Connor Gillespie. Bronny, just show your hands and slide your feet and be ready to guard. Instead, Bronny James is lazily walking uphill to crowd Connor Gillespie. So as you're walking up to guard him, he's just going to be blowing by you downhill. You're playing off your front foot right here walking. He's going to blow by you downhill.
People don't appreciate footwork enough, the importance of footwork. That is laziness. That looks like crossing your leg shit defense. He doesn't do enough of those drills where you have to shuffle up and down the baseline until the whistle blows.
And stay low.
And
make sure you follow the ball, not the man.
He's basically standing.
He's standing straight. He's playing defense like how I would play defense, like right now, this moment, like at 2:30 in the afternoon, if someone handed me a basketball while I'm drinking.
High and drunk.
Right here,
I probably,
right
it's early days. I'd probably at least foul.
And this is, again, just...
Did you see that? We were so busy talking. He got cooked.
Oh, that was a highlight for a couple of days. I'm sure LeBron's had it taken down by now, but it was out there.
A complete lack of effort defensively. So first of all, why is Bronny James not sprinting back, getting to the three-point line with his back turned, ready to guard? So Bronny James is walking for no reason. That's why he has no... You're going to be, as you're walking to the three-point line, Connor Gillespie is going to fly off a handoff that you're going to be an hour... Look, you're going to be an hour late to get over this right here. This is clearly, though, a veer switch. And why are you walking still? Veer switch. So I got to switch on to Nick Richards here. Jackson Hayes is taking the ball. Like, Bronny James is walking to nowhere. That's clearly got to be a veer switch. I don't even know what he's walking. Two. The same mistakes happen.
By the way, when he went up in the air and landed on the dude and they didn't blow the whistle, you imagine the fit LeBron would throw if someone did the same thing to him and the whistle didn't blow?
He's already started doing that in the preseason.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I think the game to look for is Lakers-Memphis, because with John Morant back, playing guard, there's all that bad blood still. And John Morant, if Bronny goes in that game, he's gonna cook him like you've never seen, and LeBron's not gonna put up with that.
Well, they'll call a charge And admittedly, Jaw doesn't get terribly creative in avoiding a charge. He just tries to jump over or through people. I remember
we're stuck in that highlight reel phase.
Yeah, I don't know whether they call the charge in the favor of Bronny or LeBron. That's my prediction. One of those two.
Over
I think
and
they're going to
over.
call it in favor of LeBron. He's not even in the game.
Again, Bronny, you're watching a ball screen get set. I can't be in that strong side corner. I've got to get to the weak side of the floor. So my defender is also to the weak side of the floor. Anytime Bronny James is standing in the strong side corner on a pick and roll, the roller's going to have no place to go to. Where's Jackson Hayes rolling to? He's rolling. Bronny James stood on the strong side corner, so now his defender, there's no place for Jackson Hayes to roll to. He's rolling right into Bronny's defender. Instead of that being a lob, it ends up being nothing, and the Lakers have to reset.
Did you quit playing basketball because of age, your kids, or because it had devolved?
I'd say mostly. I still play here and there, but I play less because of my knee. I'm tired of like playing and then waking up and limping around. You know, that's not life.
Have you considered Balco?
I have, and truth be told, I'm on it right now. That's why I don't have hair, and that's also why I have fits of rage all the time. That's why I force my kids into sports they don't want to play.
Oh man! Well, that was both of the most coachings. But you've got some Bronny stats, and you've been breaking down the preseason. This is a little teaser. I'm gonna tell everyone to come back for that one and go to the Steam Engine channel, and I'll be back with Steam Engine while we do that.